Welcome back to Over 50 Chiari Warriors. This is my 7th month post-op update. Things are going pretty well. I've had a couple small dizzy spells, but I would say they're not enough that I don't know how many I've had the last month. I mean, they're that far apart that they just don't even really register. I mean, I realize that I'm having one. I stop and just, chill for a second and it goes away. The headaches are gone. So, everything on that front is going well. So nothing to, knock on wood, complain about with that quite yet. I wanted to address a situation. I guess I rubbed somebody the wrong way on one of the Chiari boards. And so I'm going to try to, do right by that person here. Those of you that, saw it, I think it was in a Chiari Malformation board. I think it was that one with the purple, ribbon and the purple background. I know they all have a lot of purple in them, but I think it was that one. I'm a member of several, so I don't remember exactly which one it was. But a long story short, the girl was upset that she was going to have to, cut her hair, and that her hair was a part of her identity. And I guess this just goes to show you that when you put something in like a text or, it's just printed, there's no body language or anything like that to go with it, no facial expressions, it can be taken the wrong way. So I just replied with, your hair will grow back. And what I meant by that is, you've had the surgery, hopefully the surgery will give you some benefit and that you will have a better quality of life. And if that's the case, that's great. Your hair will grow back. So that's what I meant by that. This person came back and said I was too old to relate with the younger generation. So I'm not in here to get into a war of words. I just wanted to, try to explain where I was coming from with that. And the picture that is the picture that I use that, when you click on the link that, you see the update, usually I post some kind of picture of a brain or something like that. I posted a picture of me getting my ponytail cut before I had to have surgery. So I do understand that, because I'd been growing out ponytail for a long time, so I could donate it, to charity for, so they can make wigs for kids with, that have cancer. And I'm trying to grow my hair out now, and it's just driving me nuts because I have, all this hair back here, and by the end of the day, it wants to curl. So I have to use 50 ounces of gel. So I'm keeping the company LA Looks. I'm pretty much keeping them in business all by myself because I have to put a quart of gel in my hair just to, get it to sort of lay back until it's long enough that I can, I can use a rubber band and I can band it up, and then it'll grow longer and I can grow my ponytail again. So, to the young lady out there, I understand it was a part of your identity. I get that. I wasn't knocking that. I was just trying to say that, hopefully the surgery will benefit you. And if it does benefit you, your hair will grow back. That's where I was going with that. Some other questions that I saw on the Chiari board, somebody asked, can Chiari get worse? Well, Chiari is not something that can be cured. At least in everything I've read, you can't cure it. And my doctor didn't explain it this way, but this is how I would sort of explain surgery being decompressed. It's sort of like when you're driving down the road and your radiator hose, gets a hole in it, or it starts leaking. If you got some duct tape, you wrap some duct tape around that bad boy, and you hope that the duct tape you have is the real sticky stuff, and that it allows you to get to a situation where you can replace the hose without losing your engine. That's not the way my doctor explained it, but that's sort of the easiest way I can try to explain it to people that have no clue what Chiari is. Being decompressed, hopefully it's a stopgap, but it'll give you some, a higher quality of life. So Chiari can worsen. I'm not a doctor, so let me go ahead and put that out there so YouTube doesn't, whoosh, strike me down. You would need to talk to your doctor and decide whether or not, surgery is right for you or not. But for me, my situation, it was one of the best choices I've ever made. Another question I saw was, how do you approach, telling your doctor your symptoms, because some people might not be able to remember them. I've said this probably in a previous video, but I just thought I'd cover it again. I would go in there with everything written down on a piece of paper. And then I would, just explain to the doctor, say, this is the best that you can recall, that you have some, gaps in your memory because you just can't remember certain things. But go in there with everything written down on a piece of paper. And that would at least, it looks like you put some thought into it, and, you're trying to provide the doctor with the best information possible. So you're sort of being the, I don't want to say perfect patient, but, I don't know if I'm getting my message across, what I want to say, but, you're doing your part, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The other thing is vomiting or nausea common with Chiari. It wasn't for me. I take that back. I would get some really, really just nasty headaches when I would lay down, and the really bad ones where I just would bury my face in my pillow. Sometimes I would feel a little nauseous, but standard headache, or after a dizzy spell or something like that, nausea wasn't an issue. My big issue was, having 10 to 15 dizzy spells a day. And not just, stood up, oh, wait a minute, or, take a couple steps, okay, wait a couple seconds and you're good. No, the kind where you have to stop and physically hold on to something and just kind of wait it out, like maybe 60 seconds or longer before you take another step. So nausea was never an issue with that, nor vomiting. So I hope those answers to those questions help you. Please, before you go, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. That lets me know that at least, what I'm doing is appreciated or not appreciated, but, it's helpful to you. If you'd leave a comment, if you have a question, a lot of people are doing that, and I try to respond back as quickly as possible. Basically, hit the share button. Someone just came in from outside. Of course, I didn't tell them I was recording, so that was the door slamming. But anyhow, once again, apologize to the lady if I hurt your feelings online. I hope you don't think negatively of me. And again, until next time, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Stay strong, warriors.